World, the hospital that makes you smile.
It is a hard decision because, of course, you know, you're going to have some surgery on your body, so, and you don't know how it's going to turn out. So, of course, it is a hard decision. There's quite a lot of anxiety beforehand. As we're talking to some other people here today, because you haven't had a full hairline for 10, 15 years, when you're having surgery, you feel you should be saying, that's how I want it to look, but you really don't have any idea. So it was a hard decision, but one that I'm very, very pleased that I made. I was a little bit nervous, but what was really nice is as soon as you get there, you're in good hands. I was greeted by a taxi driver who was very, very friendly, taking care of you really every step of the way. So that made me feel very much at ease. And one positive thing that I mentioned today was also you're staying in a hotel who obviously have a very good relationship with Estee World. There's no embarrassing stigma of the fact that you're there for a hair operation. They then take care of certain sort of things specific to you that you need, so you don't feel embarrassed to ask for certain things, bearing that in mind. I would give Estee World out of 10, I'd say 9 out of 10, being a bit of a perfectionist myself, in that the actual result on my hair has actually exceeded my expectations. It's just, obviously having had a very receding hairline since the age of 21 and I'm now 35, to have this hairline now has really exceeded my expectations. Also in the fact that it doesn't impact my life at all. I can do all sorts of sports. I can start, I think it didn't impact my working life. You need to take about a week off afterwards, but it's been absolutely fine on my working life, my active life, playing a lot of sports, absolutely no negative impact. So you're getting all the benefits without anything bad. So that was absolutely fantastic. Hugely. To be very honest, I'm a sales manager, an international sales manager in my job. So I like to give off a very dynamic impression, sort of, you know, energetic, dynamic impression to my clients, and sort of obviously looking younger, even though I'm getting older, I think gives a very positive impression like that. I've got to say, also as a 35-year-old single man, as a bachelor, it's given me a lot of confidence also when talking to ladies, which is very, very nice. Recently, because I'm getting older, I had to take up yoga classes, and 3 of the women are asking me for coffee afterwards, and I feel, you know, I feel absolutely very at ease and confident. The day of the surgery, obviously, I got there and I was pretty, a little bit nervous, but it's sort of trying to think how I'm thinking now and how I'm thinking at the time. At the time, you go for your consultation, and with hindsight, I know that I can basically, you can just turn up and you can just trust the doctor. He can have a look at you and he can decide within 2 minutes exactly how your hairline should look. At the time, I was a little bit nervous about that because he can just make his decision very, very quickly. Now, with hindsight, I'd trust it. I'd completely trust him, you know, knowing. It's part of the operation, because I did need 4,500 grafts, I think. You're going to sit there for a long time. You know, it's never going to be pleasant. It's not like going for a Turkish massage. So, you know, there are people ripping hairs out of your head. So it was a little, it didn't hurt, it wasn't painful, but there is a little bit of discomfort. But to get the results I have now, you know, that there has to be some phase of discomfort. The only small bit of feedback that I would have liked to give was, because you're stepping into the unknown, it would be nice if someone could just sort of explain to you every half an hour during the day what is going to happen. But again, the staff there are very international. A few speak very good English. I speak German myself, and after the operation I was with a Turkish lady who lived in Germany. So, you know, you could then have everything laid out. But the service was absolutely fantastic. I definitely would recommend Estee World to absolutely anyone who's unsure. Firstly, with Estee World, you get offered a bespoke solution. Talking to a lot of people who've been here today, the hairlines have been receding in different, some people from the crown, some people from the top. So it isn't a case of one solution fits everyone. So I think that's a really, really positive thing with Estee World. Secondly, now with hindsight, I just wish I'd done it earlier, because you know, all the sort of anxiety issues and the things you're unsure of beforehand, they completely put you to rest. I think also, you know, another problem facing everyone is there's some bad press about surgical procedures, and also some of the historical procedures are bad. This one really, apart from having to apply lotion to the donor area for 3-4 weeks afterwards, having to take 1 week off work, those are absolutely tiny disadvantages to the advantages that you can have long term, basically. Yes. So I'd recommend people just to do it. Yeah, don't sort of fret about it for months and just get it done, basically.
World, the hospital that makes you smile.